Hi, good morning. Welcome back to our podcast where we explore the deeper meanings behind astrological placements and how they shape our personal growth, purpose, potentials. And today we're diving into a profound, powerful placement, the part of fortune in Scorpio. This isn't your average sunny surface level fortune. When the part of fortune is in Scorpio, your path to joy and fulfillment comes through intensity, transformation, and emotional depth. So if you have this placement or you're just curious, get cozy because we're about to explore the magic that lies in your shadow. Before we go deep into Scorpio's water, let's lay the foundation. The part of fortune, or pars fortuna, is one of the Arabic lots in astrology. It's calculated using the sun, moon, and ascendant, which means it blends your vitality, emotions, and identity. It represents the area of life where you naturally experience joy, ease, success, and abundance when you are in alignment with your authentic self. But here's the twist, it's not always easy. The part of fortune requires integration. It activates when you work with your chart natural rhythm. So, what happens when that rhythm dances to the music of Scorpio? Let's refresh our understanding of Scorpio energy. Scorpio is a fixed water sign ruled traditionally by Mars, in a modern astrology also linked it to Pluto. It is intuitive, private, intense, and deeply transformational. Scorpio is associated with death and rebirth, intimacy, secrets, psychological depth in the occult. Scorpio doesn't fear the darkness, it thrives in it. Scorpio dives below the surface, unafraid to comfort what others avoid. It's about trust, power, control, and healing through surrender. So, when your part of fortune is here, your greatest success comes not through superficial wins, but through emotional and psychological evolution. So, the meaning of the part of fortune in Scorpio. With the part of fortune in Scorpio, your happiness and fulfillment lie in embracing transformation. You're not here to stay the same. You may go through many symbolic deaths and rebirths in your life, and each time you emerge wiser and stronger. This placement towards you when you allow yourself to evolve. Working with hidden resources, you're naturally intuitive, maybe even psychic. You're great at sensing unspoken truths. When you trust that inner radar, you open the door to abundance. Emotional alchemy, you're a natural alchemist, someone who can take pain and turn it into power. Your joy comes from facing difficult emotion and transmuting them. Deep intimacy. Surface relationship will never satisfy you. Your fortune lives in truly knowing and being known by others. This includes sex, shared finances, and emotional vulnerability. Power and control, not in a toxic way, but in a sense of reclaiming your inner power. When you stop giving away your energy to people or patterns that drains you, the universe rewards you. So the shadow in expression and challenges. Every astrological point has a shadow. For the part of fortune in Scorpio, challenges might include fear of loss or betrayal. This can cause you to build emotional walls. But when you stay guarded, you block the very intimacy that brings you joy. Power struggles. Becoming too controlling or manipulative, even subconsciously, can derail your progress. Avoid vulnerability. You may try to find joy through secrecy or emotional isolation, but Scorpio teaches that true empowerment comes from sharing the truth, not hiding it. Obsession or intensity addiction. You may crave drama or deep highs and lows as a substitute for emotional connection. Learning to stabilize emotionally is key. Practical tips to activate your part of fortune in Scorpio. Let's talk about how to activate and align with this energy in daily life. Shadow work. Journal, go to therapy, or use tarot, anything that helps you uncover unconscious pattern. Fortune lives in what's hidden. Build deep trust. Focus on quality relationships. Let go of the need to control others and instead lean into mutual vulnerability. Explore esoteric paths. Scorpio rules the occult, astrology, magic, tantra, psychology. Engaging in these topics might literally bring you joy and wealth. Embrace life cycle. Don't resist endings, whether it's jobs, relationships, or versions of yourself. Learn to let go with grace. Your fortune is tied to constant rebirth. Work with other people's resources. This can include investments, inheritances, or even collaborative business venture. Scorpio energy excels at managing shared energy and wealth. Celebrities and archetypes with this placement. Some notable people with this placement or similar Scorpio fortune energy include individuals who transform trauma into success. Think of people like Oprah Winfrey, who has strong 8th house in Scorpio energy. She transformed deep emotional wounds into um, healing work for the world. Or Frida Kahlo, whose art embody pain, fashion, and uh, rebirth. You embody the archetype of the phoenix, the witch in the psychologist, the detective in the alchemist. If your part of fortune is in Scorpio, you are here to find joy not in the light, but in the fire of transformation. Your blessings comes when you face what others run from. Your wealth, emotional and spiritual, even financial, lies in the depth of your being. If you're feeling lost or stuck, ask yourself, where am I resisting transformation? What truth am I afraid to face? Because your fortune is waiting for you right there in the shadow. I'll give you some um, career and part of fortune is Scorpio, some advisable career for displacement. So let's talk career. If your part of fortune is in Scorpio, you must be fulfilling and successful profession path will likely involve depth, transformation, power, or the unseen realms. Scorpio doesn't thrive in surface level job or environment that feel emotional sterile. You're here to transform others and yourself through your work. So what careers align with this placement? Psychology and therapy. Scorpio is the ruler of the unconscious. You're gifted at diving into the emotional depth of others. Working as a psychologist, therapist, counselor, or trauma coach allows you to help people transform pain into healing, which also activates your own sense of purpose and abundance. Investigation and research. Scorpios love secrets. You might excel as a detective, private investigator, criminal profiler, journalist, or researcher. Anything that requires deep digging, analysis, or exposing hidden truths. Finance and wealth management. Scorpio rules the 8th house, which governs shared resources, inheritances, and investments. Careers like investment banker, financial analyst, tax advisor, estate planner, or crypto strategist may bring both joy and wealth, especially if you help others manage or understand deep financial system. Occult mysticism and healing arts. Scorpio is associated with the occult and energy transformation. You might thrive as an astrologer, tarot reader, energy healer, shadow work guide, sex therapist, tantric coach, or death doula. You have natural gift for holding space where others are afraid to go. Medicine, forensic, and crisis work. There's also a calling toward fields like surgery, emergency medicine, forensics, hospice care, or crisis intervention. You have the emotional endurance to be present during life's most intense moments: birth, death, loss, and healing. Creative professions with emotional depth. As a writer, filmmaker, or artist, you might specialize in dark themes, psychological stories, horror, or erotica. Your art resonates when it reveals emotional truth or explores taboo subjects. Key career themes for the path of fortunes in Scorpio: power, control, and transformation, trust, secrecy, and intimacy, managing or understanding what others fear, working behind the scene or in confidential settings, emotional depth, psychological complexity, and energetic healing. So, if you're trying to align your career with Scorpio part of fortune, ask yourself, does my work challenge me to grow and evolve? Am I helping others transform or face what they fear? Do I feel emotionally and spiritually engaged in my job? If the answer is yes, you're likely walking the right path and the rewards will follow, both spiritually and materially. So, thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the part of fortune in Scorpio. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate, subscribe, and share it with fellow mystics. And if you want more personalized insight, please message me if whatever placements you like me to cover for the next podcast. Please feel free, and I will make a time for it. So until next time, remember, your power lies within you.